Am I still communicating? So what you need to do is that you need to increase your ability to solve bigger problems. You need to increase the ability to command higher pay, even in the same place you're working. And I want to tell you that it's not difficult at all. In fact, I have a very good example. In my organization, I have somebody that started with us years back. And when she joined us as a sales attendant. Through personal development, this person has grown. In fact, recently backed an MBA. I can tell you that when I checked, as I was putting this in, the salary she started with and her current salary will be like times 14 what she started. You know, for you to understand, you know, when brother Francis was taking us, he talked about he prayed, God touched his boss, and his salary was double, and we were excited at it. Double is times 2. I'm talking about times 14. So you can start to appreciate how this person has grown. And that's very easy for you to achieve. All you need to do is to be conscious of the fact that you need to personally grow in your capacity to add value to the organization. I need you to know that when it comes to salary, no company will pay you more than it will take to replace you. Let me try. Okay, please, if you can write this down, that no company will pay you more than what it will take to replace you. Let me explain. If the driver walks up to me, if currently our drivers are paid 80, 90,000 average, I'm saying in our environment, maybe in VIA, maybe much higher, but in my environment, between 80 and 100,000. And the driver says, if you don't pay me 150, I will work again. What do you think will happen? We'll say, bye-bye, we'll find another person. Nobody will pay you more than what it will take to replace, because it will take us about 100,000 to replace you. I don't know if I'm communicating. So let me quickly share with you some of the things you can do to become a valuable staff member. As much as possible, I want to see if we can make this practical, so that there are things that we can take away from here and start implementing, so that our results can be different. The first one is to ask you to go over and above what you are required to do. I come from a place of experience. In my office, I have people who are time watchers and people who are result watchers. Time watchers, they close by 5. But then of 5, whatever it is they're doing, off they go. I have result watchers who, until they finish what they need to do, they don't leave the office. Even if it means leaving 30 minutes or more, later than they should have left. Go over and above what you're required to do. Now, even if nobody is noticing, even if nobody is appreciating openly, this is your extra effort. Keep going the extra mile. I want to tell you that if men are not seeing, God is seeing. Let me tell you what that thing should be. That thing should be like that of a sculptor. This sculptor was asked to sculpt an image. So, because of that, like, they were putting pressure on him to bring it. He has finished the front, but the back has not quite finished properly. They said, since this thing is going to be backing the wall and nobody is seeing the back, let's carry it and put it like that. He said, no, even if we need to miss deadline, I must cut both the back and the front properly. Because, okay, no, they told him, why do the water? People are not going to see the back. He said, even if men don't see the back, the God sees the back. That should be your attitude if you are earning salary. Second thing you can do to become a valuable staff member is to hone your skills. Read daily about your area of career. Read daily, even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 1 hour. Daily. If, for instance, you're in accounting, you should try to learn, become a master of Excel, so that you can learn from all those kind of things people can do with Excel. If you're in customer care, in IT, in logistics, whatever area you are in, and the good thing is, even right now, you don't need to map out time to tell you to read. You can listen to audiobooks, which is as good as actually physical reading. and use your commute time, the time you're traveling to work or back, to listen to these things that can really increase your knowledge, so they can become a better expert in the area of your area of profession. Attend business seminars, attend professional conferences. Painfully, when this community organized business seminar, most of us were too busy to attend the seminar. And I can only liken us to, a man who is cutting a tree with an axe, and the axe is blunt. So somebody said, please take a few minutes break. Let's sharpen this axe. He said, no, I'm busy cutting down the tree. Whereas if you are taking a few minutes to sharpen the axe, the effort you require to cut the tree will be by far reduced. And that's how it is for us. So I encourage us to make every effort to hone our skills. For those of us who are earning salary, the third thing I would like you to do is I'd like to ask you to prepare for opportunities. The opportunities you're waiting for, prepare for them. I employ medical sales rep, and one of the requirements of medical sales rep is you must be able to drive. I find people who come for interviews and they say, I'm passionate about being a medical sales rep. All my life I've been to be a medical sales rep. Do you know how to drive? No. So how can you not know how to drive? The very first requirement, you don't have it. And you say you're passionate, you've been doing it since they born you, be a medical sales rep. But you don't have the very first requirement. I encourage you to learn various skills, even when you don't need the skills at the moment. Learn how to drive. Let me give you this example. In my office, we have this for driver. The driver actually, his work is to use the bus to make deliveries and pick up deliveries. And that doesn't happen all the time. Maybe in a week, you may have need to do that 2 times, 3 times max. But in any case, when we need to make deliveries, we need to make deliveries. So the driver left without warning, and we were more or less stranded. And then it turned out one of the staff in accounts knows how to drive and could drive the bus. So you naturally took up that supposed to be temporarily, but then when we started doing it, we realized why not employ another driver again? Why not allow him to do this? This is not really impeding on his primary job, and instead increase his salary. And that was what we eventually did. I talked about becoming a valuable staff member. Learn typing, even though typing is going to institution. Learn to use AI tools. Sometime ago, I gave my son my teachers to help me type. In a few minutes, he sent it to me, saying he has finished. I said, how manage? He said he actually just dictated it, read it out to ChatGPT, he transcribed it, and he sent it to me. I said, like, seriously? Please show me. He showed me, and I learned. So now when I have a teaching, I just dictate to ChatGPT, and it will transcribe for me. Now, so these young ones around us, there's so much we can learn from them. In fact, this teaching I am sharing with us now, I worked on, after I dictated it, I worked on it extensively yesterday morning after mass, and then I came for prayer meeting. By the time I go home, unfortunately, I realized I didn't save all the things I did. I was devastated. I was trying to figure out what to do. And my little came around and said, okay, let's check this. All long story short, she was able to recover the last one I did that I didn't save. The teachers you need are all around you. Learn digital marketing skills, learn data analysis, learn time management skills, where you will taught the law of silver many vital few. Learn programming skills. The list is endless. If you have to go back to school on part-time basis, please do. You see, when opportunity meets preparedness, the uninitiated say you're lucky. Do you understand that? When opportunity meets preparedness, the uninitiated says you're not following me. He says you're lucky. Are you lucky? No, it's not luck. If you're prepared, you're prepared. If you're prepared, an opportunity meets you. Now, I want you to write this down. When opportunity shows up, it's too late to prepare. Can you please write? Let's one of the things I'm going to write down. When opportunity shows up, it's too late to prepare. You can add, what opportunities am I preparing for this 2026? You know, I'm always very shocked when I find people who are about to retire and are running out of shelter what to do. I'm wondering, this retirement goes with a 5 years notice. I don't know you. From the day you joined service, you knew you were going to do service at 5 years from now, or when I cross 60. Yet, people get to that age and they were still not prepared. I'm going to pillar number 2. I have only 15 minutes. I'll see what we can do. I will start pillar number 2 is savings, and I'll start with a quote. It's not how much you make that counts. It's how much you keep. Can you please write that down? It's not how much you make that counts. It's how much you keep. You need to understand this law. Your expenses will rise to meet whatever amount of money you have, whether you like it or not. When you used to earn 50,000, you were okay. You are just okay. Now it's 100,000. You are still just okay. If you go to 200,000, I want to assure you that you still just be okay. What do you need to do? You need to consciously move from, listen to me, move from saving what is left after spending. You need to move from saving what is left after spending to spending what is left after saving. So it means there has to be a conscious program of saving. Start with whatever you're comfortable with. Even if it's 1% of your salary that you can put aside, 1%, start with that. When you are comfortable with that, move to 2%, 3%. Anytime you have a raise, make sure that at least half of that raise goes into an account that you're saving money with. And this account you're saving should be an account that you cannot very easily go and withdraw from. You can also, in your office, and initiative is not there already, group savings, where you do contribution. If there are 10 of you, every month you contribute, one person will take. Maybe if 10,000, 20,000 you're contributing, and then it goes round until everybody gets. And that's one of the ways you can very easily put together a chunk of money. Now, for those who do business, please, one thing I need to mention is you must have the discipline of delayed gratification to be able to save. Do you know what that means? Delayed gratification. Even though today you can afford to buy the latest car, you choose to continue to manage the one you have so that the funds you have can be plowed into other things that can produce more funds. I'm skipping and trying to pick up some of the things that we should not miss out before the end of this teaching. For business people, one of the things you must make sure you don't spend from your capital. In fact, don't spend even from your gross profit. Talking about gross profit, no matter how small your business is, you should have rudimentary records that shows what did I buy, how much did I buy it, how much did I sell it, what did I make on top of it. These things were treated at the seminar we had. Again, hopefully most of you were not there. So, from that record, that is your gross. Then your net is after you are taking all the expenses that you incurred making the money, like the money you spend to go to the market, the money you spend eating food, whatever is left, that's what you can do your personal expenses from. Remember, I'm not about the business, I'm talking about personal expenses. It can only come from your net profit. If you're spending more than your net profit, you're killing the business. So there's no question of talking about even saving.